Well, hello guys on YouTube today. How are you guys today? Well, I got a bit of an update for you guys today about my the Shiba receiver from the 1970s, from the 1960s, I guess. But I've been working on some antenna mods on it and stuff like that. But yeah, there's my record player, my receiver, my iPod dock, my new iPod, a switch, an amplifier for the record player, microphone, tape deck, the microphone, receiver, non-switch, a DVD player, CD player, A speakers, and B speakers. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the antennas. I'm going to show you the original antenna I've been using with it. This is the kind of original antenna I had a very long time. I've been using with this stereo itself. This is just a electrical cable with just a kind of like a hot neutral stranded wire here, probably 14 gauge wire here. But it's an okay antenna. It works for what you need it for. But I don't really want to drape this antenna around my room. I could if I wanted to, but I don't really want to drape it over my room. That is the secondary or non-antenna I had modded. This is a non-antenna here. It's the was originally a coax cable on here, but I changed it to a BCN connector. But this one's also adjustable. Let's go ahead and adjust it here for you guys. And you see, there you go. There she is. It makes it longer, and if I want, I can make it shorter by shortening the antenna down. Here's the on antenna. This is a okay antenna. It's a single split line copper antenna, but it's actually a single antenna itself. But it has these connections on the back for the old style stereo. But here is my antenna box. It's a telephone box I made completely by scratch with thin pieces of copper, a wire inside of it, electrical wire going to the this antenna or this coax to antenna for your TV sets, and this is a non-coax cable to antenna to your old style TVs. With your old style TVs, if you have those, you can connect that to your coax cable. And this is a BCN connector on this aluminum plate. It's just like I said before, just some copper wire going to 2 screws on each side of the telephone box as well. But I made this a long time ago. But let's go on to the on antennas here. Again, this is the same setup. This is just the metal wire here. It's kind of like a bunny ear antenna, but it's not. But it also has the same flexible cable, same connections on it, same stuff like that. Here's the rabbit ear antennas. Again, it's just a rabbit ear. It just, you just pull it straight up. I haven't really done anything with these yet. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. But on the back of my receiver here, on the back of this stereo receiver from the Shiba itself, it has all these 2 different types of connections. It has FM and AM. And by the way, it's no jumpers across any of these pins back here. These pins are just screwed in tightly. I no longer use these as well. Well, let's go on to the opposite side of my stereo. Here is the flexible antenna. Like I said, I can point it directly this way, or point it straight up, or point it across the door. But let's show you how this works. No requires no tools or anything. All you have to do is just twist it, unlock it, and pull out. That's all you do. It's just this long antenna. And I can now hook up my cable antenna and just stick it on the back. Again, no wrenches or tools required for this. It just fits. You just slide in. You pull it out, then you slide it in and you connect it. That's all you do. And that's what I've been using that antenna, and also been using this antenna for a very long time. But I do not recommend doing this with your antique radios. If you really want to do it, you can, but I don't recommend doing it because it loses the value of your antique radio. And by the way, it is a Toshiba stereo receiver SA320. Now let's go ahead and tune something in, but I can't play anything. But here's why it's kind of flashing. The reason why it's flashing, it's looking for a signal from outside. All I do is just kind of adjust the knob of it. But now it has a steady FM stereo transmission from outdoors. Here's your needles, transmission, and receive. But it's a pretty unique antenna system on this auto stereo. But can I tune something else in? Oh yeah, I can tune only AM or FM stations, not AM stations, because I haven't hooked the AM directly to the BCN connector in the back of the stereo. Like I didn't connect the two wires going from the BCN connector to the AM side. I only did the FM side. I only listen to FM. I really don't mind the AM. But if you did have the AM system, you can do that as well. But I don't have that connected. But it's a pretty good system. It really does work on some of the stations on the FM and AM as well. But the reason why I use all sorts of different antennas. Now you can use copper wire or this copper stranded wire here. It does work, but the problem is you have to kind of drape it across during, like you have to drape it across the wall kind of thing, and you have to have the wire hanging kind of a different way just to get the signal. And by the way, I have a brick wall over there. That way with just only one window. And with this mod I was thinking about doing is putting the outside antenna in for this receiver to get a better reception, but that's going to probably cost a lot of money, but I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, there's my whole setup. It's a new look, changed everything around. Pretty nice. What do you think, guys? You like it? I like it. But I tapped into these connectors. I did not disconnect these connectors, by the way. I only tapped into the wires on the FM side, but not the AM side for the antenna as well. But first of all, how you can connect the connector like this, how you can connect this. Well, first you're going to have to drill a hole in the back of this thick steel with a steel bit and with a punch and a hammer. Put a little dent in it and just drill through it. But don't bend it up too much because you need this wooden piece to fit back onto the box or back on the original side. But it works. And by the way, my antenna box used to be here. It's no longer there. Like I said, I retired it. All I did is how I made this schematic, or how I made this piece, by the way, is I used just a standard plastic coffee Maxwell container lid, cut it to the shape I want it, and just put a couple holes inside of the box there, for I can drill the holes for the 4 screws I need to hold the metal aluminum bracket down. But if you want to put this outside, I would not recommend putting it outside because it's not a waterproof box. You would have to seal it off. You would have to put silicone over the top of these screws and silicone around this, and also silicone around this hole to keep moisture out from coating your antenna box. But this has now been retired. It's been replaced by the BCN connector on my stereo itself. This is how I connected my antenna on the back, just using these two little screws back here, and that's how I connected it with this little guy. And that's how I got some good signals and not really some good signals. In this piece, all this piece does is I only connected it to this piece here. If I can get it to connect, hold on guys. Come on, get it now. But yeah, this is just how I connected it. There you go. Sorry guys, it was a little struggle though. But that's how I connected it with this connector and stuff like that. But now it's just been replaced. I will eventually do a video on how I made this guy. This is not really a project, but it was kind of a project and this experiment to, you know, just do kind of a different, unique on your 1960 or your 1970 stereo equipment. But I would recommend try to eliminate that. Don't do that too much on your equipment, definitely on your older equipment, guys, because you will eventually lose our value on the unit itself. But she all works. The FM and stuff tunes. Wish I can play you some music, but I can't play you music. Sorry, guys. But to show you guys this system does work, I will test out the microphone for you guys. Let's put it on A. Let's flip it up. Let's make sure you don't sound too terrible in the background. Hello? Oh, hold on guys. I gotta make sure I have it on now. Oh, she is on. Everything is on down below. Let's see here. Box is on. That's in. Oh, wait, I don't got volume. That's why. Oh. Sorry, guys. I didn't have the volume turned up. But it does work. Sometimes the microphone does kind of hum inside the stereo. Hello, hello. Testing. 1, 2. But yeah, it does work. But it kind of hums for some odd reason. I think my battery's almost dead on my mic. But yeah, it does work what you need it for. But yeah, it does work. A very nice system, guys. But the reason why I don't want to blast the microphone, I don't want to squirrel it too much. But it will work. I know, it's some type of backfeed though, guys. Sorry about that little backfeed noise. But that's just the way the mic works, kind of on. But yeah, the mic does work. I mean, everything works on my stereo just fine. The antennas work as well. Everything seems to work with the tuner. Let's see, can we tune an on station in for you guys? Let's make sure we don't play anything. Yeah, it can tune just fine with the metal antenna, like I said. But it's a pretty good update for this older receiver, guys. But yeah, everything does work. The mic works. CD player works, DVD player works, switches work, tape cassette works, the switches work, the receiver works, and also the record player, and also the speakers also work as well. But this is how I kind of modded my older 1960 receiver from 1970s, I guess. But do yourself a favor, do the research before you start modding your older equipment. Before you start modding, do some research to make sure this is not an antique radio, but it's probably is an antique. But everything tunes up nice. But If you want AM, like I said before, you could have just did the wiring for both stations, AM and FM, but I only did one. It's just FM only. I didn't really tune it that with AM. But you can also use any type of antenna wire. You can use any type of wire. You can use stranded wire. You can use whatever wire you decide to use on it. But make sure if you decide to do wiring, guys, make sure it looks kind of nice and neat. Just make sure you don't drape it too much around your whole room, kind of like around your whole wall, kind of stuff, because it'll look kind of like that, kind of a mess style. But yeah, it's a very good update for this older equipment. If I decide to go anywhere with this old receiver, I can now just use any type of antenna. I no longer have to using just a proprietary antenna with these crimp-on connectors kind of stuff. Same with this, and screwing on just a sheet of wire like this on the back of the terminals on the back of the receiver. And like I said, to get this to work, you do not need to jump these. All you have to do is just screw them down. Again, that's the way I did it, and that's how I did it. And if you want to see what's the inside of this receiver, I would do maybe an own blog on how I shown you how I hooked it up and soldered it all together. But yeah, it works very, very nice, guys. And again, antenna can be pointed in any direction. I can point it sideways, point it to my cross over there, I can point it straight up, I can even point it by my door. But it's a very flexible, thin wire. It's just a standard straight wire. Salt wire though. Again, I'm going to show you how this hooks up. Just slide in. I just slide it like this. Push in. And clips in. The box is no longer here. It's now been retired. Because now I have done this a lot better. Instead of having the box here, like I used to, now I can just put any type of antenna like I said. It has BCN connector system. Now, you can't transmit from this receiver. You can only receive radio stations and stuff like that. Because it's because of the difference of this radio. It's only a receiver. It only receives radio, guys, or stuff like that. But it really does work, guys. It's the best little mod I ever done on this 1960 antenna problem I've been having with it for a very long time. Now, how many pieces of wire do I got up here? Well, this is a bundle of wire. Probably maybe 4 or 3. It's actually 4 pieces of wire here. On both sides, the neutral and hot lead wire as well. But alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little little video I have done. But okay, guys, I hope you like. Peace out. Bye, guys. See you in the next vlog.